The following is a special presentation of the Georgia Tech Cable Network.
Hey there, Jackets, and welcome back to another season of The Club, the show where we introduce you to the newest and coolest organizations on Georgia Tech's campus. I'm your host, Diana Nord, and today we'll be meeting a club whose events make an impact not only on our campus, but across the globe. You may have heard of the American Red Cross Club for the blood drives they organize, but all year long, they're involved in some pretty cool community service events. Let's check it out. Why did you decide to get involved with the American Red Cross Club?
So as a freshman, I wanted to get involved with, community service and leadership experience. I felt like Red Cross gave me an opportunity to do both at the same time. Red Cross offers many leadership opportunities for all of its members, and I feel like, not only it brings out the best in students, but also gives a chance for students to give back to the community in different ways.
Tell us some of the events that the American Red Cross Club does year-round.
Okay, so we have 4 different committees. We have public relations, we have outreach, we have one day, and we also have finance. Because a lot of our events are dedicated towards blood drives, people tend to think, most of our time goes to blood drives. However, we also have a lot of fundraising events that our peer committee puts on, as well as service events around the community, university community, as well as community at large. And so a lot of our students find it being advantageous, to have such a diverse experience. People tend to think it's a pre-med organization. However, it's completely not. We have students from business, computer science, different engineering. So it's a very diverse organization.
It definitely sounds like you guys have a lot of fun with the club. What is your favorite part of being involved?
So my favorite part of ARCC are the people. We get to meet a lot of different people who bring in different perspective to the club. Like I mentioned earlier, they're all from different majors. Myself being a biochemistry major would never be able to meet someone in computer science or engineering or business. So it's really nice to have a group of students who have different interests, and can bring something different to the club.
So Pratik, you are the chair of the One Day Blood Drive Project. Tell us how the One Day Blood Drive Project started.
So the One Day Blood Drive Project was started by a group of ambitious Georgia Tech students about 3 years ago. They started planning the first one, and we had the first one last year, and we collected about 778 units of blood across the nation, which is pretty great. And since then, it's been turned over to the Georgia Tech Red Cross Club, which I am now the chair for the One Day Blood Drive Project Committee. And we just had our second annual One Day Blood Drive this past September 11th, and Georgia Tech itself collected about 63 units, and we're still waiting to get numbers back from the rest of the schools. So hopefully there'll be a large turnout.
Tell us about the goal of the blood drive and why is it held on September 11th?
So the goal of the One Day Blood Drive Project is to honor the heroes and victims of 9/11. And we ran with the idea that, it was such a big day in our lives, and it changed the world, So we wanted to make sure it wasn't forgotten, and we wanted to make sure that the people specifically weren't forgotten. Plus, blood drives are a great way to save other people's lives.
Do you feel like you make a difference by being involved in the One Day Blood Drive Project and the American Red Cross Club?
Yeah, absolutely. I've actually been doing Red Cross since high school. So we did a lot of volunteer events for the community back home where I'm from. And just coming to Georgia Tech, it felt natural to be a part of this, and it felt natural to, step up and lead something that makes a difference, because then you actually get to see the results.
The American Red Cross Club hosts some pretty cool events. Be sure to check it out and consider donating blood at one of their blood drives. A huge thanks to the club leaders for taking time to speak with us. Until next time, I'm your host, Diana Nord. Thanks for stopping by the club.